Proverbs chapter 5. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Lend your ear to my understanding, that you may preserve discretion, and your lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of the immoral woman drip honey, and her mouth is smooth with oil. But in the end she is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps lay hold of hell. Lest you ponder her path of life, her ways are unstable. You do not know them. Therefore, hear me now, my children, and do not depart from the words of my mouth. Remove your way far from her, and do not go near the door of her house, lest you give her honor to others, and your years to the cruel one. Lest aliens be filled with your wealth, and your labor go to the house of a foreigner, and you mourn at last, when your flesh and your body are consumed, and say, how I have hated instruction, and my heart despised correction. I have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to those who instruct me. I was on the verge of total ruin, in the midst of the assembly and congregation. Drink water from your own cistern, and running water from your own well. Should your fountains be dispersed abroad, streams of water in the streets, let them be only your own, and not for strangers with you. Let your fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of your youth. As a loving deer and a gracious doe, let her breast satisfy you in all times, and always be enwrapped with her love. For why should you, my son, be enraptured by an immoral woman, and be embraced in the arms of a seductress? For the ways of a man are before the Lord, and he ponders all his paths. His own iniquities entrap the wicked man, and he is caught in the cords of his sin. He shall die for lack of instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. I can just hear Solomon writing this, wanting men to recognize the danger and the disaster. You can run a life in many ways, and yet you can stumble in one way, and that will cause such destruction in your life. It will destroy your marriage. It will cause all kinds of problems with your children. He's telling us, listen, men, what looks good on the outside is evil on the inside. What we need to look at is our own spouse and recognize the beauty of her and those words of commitment and love, and never look anywhere else. She's the one that will walk beside us for many years. And if she stumbles, I will help her. And if I stumble, she will help me. And yet we will walk stronger together. And Solomon is giving a warning to so many men today. Stay faithful to your wife. If you enjoyed having Proverbs read to you, you can subscribe on YouTube or Twitter for each day of reading if you would like. I hope that Proverbs will be a blessing to you and you will follow through with this.